Hey everyone, I'm Ben with Switchback Offroad, and today I want to do a quick review of the Backseat Delete's 60% Backseat Delete. Let's get into it. So let's get into it. I met these guys at the Expo and got to talk to them, and just great guys. And they actually are out of my parents' city. They're in Conroe, Texas, and they make these seat deletes specifically for the Jeep Gladiator. Now, what's cool is they offer, just like everyone else, a 60% delete, a 40% delete. But what's unique to them is they also make a 100% delete. So if you don't want to have multiple separate pieces in your Jeep Gladiator, they sell one full kit that deletes the entire back seat. They also sell a super cool shelf that mounts to the back hooks where your seat would typically clamp onto. And that is awesome as well. However, if you're just running the 60 or the 40, it is sadly not compatible because it only uses the clamps that the seats hook into it. So this isn't going to be a long video. I'm going to kind of just run through the install and give my thoughts on it and let you know what Remy thinks about it. All right, the install on this is going to be pretty similar for any seat delete kit. You know, take out your back seat obviously, and it makes it really easy if you put your front seat forward a little bit. And then just a note for you, you're going to have to move your part of your jack out of the way. You can kind of refit that later. But other than that, just kind of fitting it up, lining it up to the holes. Now I just installed a Armor Light front and rear flooring kit. So I'm curious to see how this lines up with that. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Your support spots are still the same, but bolt length might be a thing. Let's see. So these bolts, they do give with the kit. They are not OEM bolts, so kind of be careful putting them in. I'm going to just double check and make sure my threads are lined up so that I don't cross thread anything. I'm going to go ahead and start the second one. All right, I've got both my bolts started, and I'm going to tighten them down just a little bit more than hand tight, because I mean, this isn't really supporting anything if we get in an accident. This is going to be more to just keep it in place. So let me talk about why we're going with this company, Seat Delete. For one, I got to personally talk to Mark, the owner. He and his friend, I'm going to draw a blank on his friend. Sorry if you're watching this, Mark. I can't remember your friend's name. But he and his high school best friend started this company and just love doing it. But I got to talk to these guys, really just hear their heart behind the company, and just their story, and that was good enough for me. because that is the biggest thing about going to expos, like More Expo. And if you haven't watched that video, go back and check it out. But that was the best part of the weekend, was just talking to people. And just like that, we're done. That was super easy. I'm gonna loosen up this driver's side. I think I torqued it down a little too tight, that it's making the front kind of come up, maybe. As I was saying, that is what makes those events, is getting to talk to the representatives, not necessarily the owners of the company, but the manufacturers, just getting to talk to those people and have them show you the product, the ins and outs of how it works. That's what makes those events incredible. So if you've never been to an expo, go find one. Expo West is coming up this month. I can't remember when Mountain West is, but Expo East is in October, I want to say. So find those events, go talk to the vendors themselves. Obviously they are there trying to sell a product, so you know, don't let them run over you. But just getting to talk to these guys, they were so nice. They make a great product that doesn't cost thousands of dollars. That was my hardest thing when, you know, we take Remy with us everywhere we go. And he's always had to ride in the seat, but he's, you know, 70 pounds now and gonna be bigger. But all these seat delete companies want, you know, $1,000 for just their 60% delete kit. And that is just hard to justify, to have a dog ride around with you. I picked this up at the expo for $400. So price-wise, I couldn't say no. Number one, I got to talk to Mark, and as a bonus, they live in the same city where my parents live. So you know, next time we go out there, we're gonna go check out where they make them, and man, just what an awesome opportunity. It's really nice, high quality wood, with, I think, probably a Raptor liner, some sort of bed liner. I'll give my initial review. Let me come grab that camera. So there are two things that I don't love immediately off the bat, I can tell. Number one is when you bolt it down to the front, and this could just be mine because I've got the Armor Light flooring. When you bolt it down, the front kind of picks up off the top. You can kind of see as I'm pressing down. Now with Remy on there, it's gonna, you know, bend back, so no big deal. But I wish there was some sort of front mount solution for that, so that it doesn't have that play. But again, not a big deal. The second thing I don't really love about it is the drop-in plate. I don't really like that it doesn't secure. Obviously with a dog bed on here and a 70-pound dog, it's not going to come off. But if I don't have Remy on a trip for whatever reason, I feel like that probably could rattle, be annoying maybe. So just a personal preference thing. But other than that, for the money, for the purpose it's going to be used for, I cannot complain. I'm going to lean that passenger seat back to where it would normally be and see if it goes under it. Again, this play honestly could be from my Armor Light flooring. We'll just have to see. Maybe over time it'll kind of stay down. I'm not sure. That might just depend on the flooring, how it breaks in. But let me put the seat back and see if that makes a difference. All right, so I got the seat leaned back where it typically is. Didn't really affect pushing that down. I was kind of hoping it would, just to kind of keep it on the ground. But you know, the 70-pound dog will help with that as well. I can kind of see that this is designed to kind of sit flush. So just a note, I guess, for any seat delete that you might try to do, if you have the Armor Light flooring, it is much thicker than the factory carpet. So it might push up here in the center and cause that to flex, which might be my issue right here, why that's flexing. So that's probably just how we've built our Jeep problem. Not a huge deal. So now the big test to see if the Remy boy likes it. A little hack for you. If you're deleting your seat on the 24s, I can't speak for below 24s, but on the 24s and newer, there's actually a plug in this seat belt harness here. I was planning to take it out since there's not a seat, it's not going to get used. But I figured that if I did that, it was going to trigger the airbag light. So, little hack, even just for day-to-day use, Jeep put some little seat belt holders in there. So, bet you didn't know that. You want to go test out the seat delete? Would you like to examine the work? Disregard that. All right, show everybody what you think. Load up. Load up, go. He's like, I gotta check it out first. Go, load up. Good boy. Can you lay down? You show everybody? Show everybody how much room. Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? He's like, I think we need to put a bed on it, but I think it's pretty nice. Good boy. What do you think? 10 out of 10? Awesome. All right, overall thoughts. This is awesome. I mean, this is, it does what we wanted it to, and it didn't break the bank. And so for that reason, I cannot recommend this seat delete enough. Another big factor in this was the fact that I got to sit and talk to Mark with the owner of the company. You can't beat that. Just being able to create that relationship, and it's that kind of reason that I would buy a product over some of the more name brand things. I think Goose Gear wants around $850 for this kit. SHW I think wants around $800 for this kit. I got this for half the price. Obviously every different company is going to be made a little bit different, but this does what we needed it to do. And I was almost at the point of building my own seat delete for the Gladiator, because I have the skill to do it. I just don't have the time. And so convenient wise, this is probably about what I would have built, and skill wise, this is probably about what I would have built. So Mark out there at Backseat Deletes has a great product here. These are only for the Gladiator. I don't know if they plan to get into some of the other truck platforms in the future, but this is currently only available for the Gladiator. So go check them out. I've got a link to their website down below. Go pick you one up, man. If you're just looking for a seat delete kit for your dog, if that's all you care about, if you're not looking for something with drawers and you're not looking for all the fanciest stuff, go grab one of these Backseat Deletes. It is awesome. And again, there's only a few things I would change about it, but that's all just personal preference. So go and support these guys. They have a great product here. It's very well built, and man, it was so great to actually meet these guys at the More Expo. So anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Remy, you got anything else we need to add to the video? You think it went good? Do you think that you think this is going to be good in Colorado instead of the back seat? Do you think it's going to work good? I think it's going to be great, man. I think it's time to go to Colorado again. All right, well, you heard it here first. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We really have appreciated the support. You guys have you've really just kind of rocked our world in 2025. We started out the year with around 300 something subscribers, and now we're up at this current time, 660, I think. So just the support has been incredible. Thank you guys for the love in the comments section. Thank you for following us on Instagram. If I got to meet you out at the More Expo and you said hi to me, thank you so much. That meant the world. This is really what we want to do. We just want to travel, and we want to talk to and meet you guys. You guys are what make it all worth it. So thank you so much for the support. we hope to see you in the next video, and we can't wait to share our next adventure with you. But until that time, we'll see you. Bye. You don't want to get down, do you? It's just built that great, isn't it? It's just built that great. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy.